Blue Jays. It's Blue Jays baseball, and it comes your way next. Danny Duffy, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, thanks, Matt. And Danny Duffy, you're looking at a small stick of dynamite here. Not a real big guy, about 6 foot, 185 pounds, but good life on his fastball. Sneaky quick, 94 to 96. Good hard slider, a true slider. His changeup is getting better. You'll know if Danny Duffy's on early because he's a swing and miss left-handed strikeout type pitcher.
Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like you said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today. Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
And he'll snap one over the first, and he's back standing. Into the box now, Connor hits. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. The 1-0. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. Hits, gets his lead at first, nobody out. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know, Kenny Jansen, D-Row, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
Another full count offering on its way. And that misses for ball 4. And it's first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Coming to the plate now, Boof Bobo, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. From the stretch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
From a hitter's perspective, you knocked a donut off your bat knowing 2 things. This pitcher is out on the mound looking for a strikeout or a double play, so you better set your sights at least belt high.
And there's ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
First and second here with nobody out. Fouled off. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he missed with it here, so now it's a full count, 3-2.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 3-2 pitch. And he rolls over this one foul. We'll do it once more, 3-2. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Digging in, Jeremy Pitts. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
First delivery to him on the way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop up, strikeout. Something to get you back in this inning.
0-1 count and the pitch. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. Pitts starts the day as the second leading vote getter amongst left fielders in all-star balloting, so we may see him be honored as such this year.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that all-star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in second place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
Another 0-2 home. That's lifted the other way out to left. McCord is under it, 1 away. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only 1 run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
In now, Jeff Pitts. Hit hard down the line. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. Long throw to third. And he's safe.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box. That he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get. And, boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
Into the box, John Pitts. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he's back easily. Next pitch will be number 24 in this long first inning. A ball and a strike.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. And the run will score on the wild pitch. My goodness.
Yeah, and when you're losing, there's usually a good reason for it. They're already down, and then he lets this one get away from him. They better keep them within striking distance, or this thing is going to get lopsided in a hurry.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. The short, hit hard, played on the backhand, and there are 2 away now. Time now for a look at the Rays starting 9. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. I'm so impressed with him right now. He's leading the American League in home runs right now. With all the great hitters in the AL, that's really saying something. You don't want to miss any of this guy's ABs.
Stepping up to the plate, Sammy Pitts. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch. Duffy has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that.
In this day and age of smaller ballparks, the ball's lively, the bats are harder. This guy does a great job of keeping the...
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field, and this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Rays have opened this up to 5-0.
As a hitter, that feels so good. The previous pitch ran in on him, trying to get him off the plate. But the next pitch, he mashes it out of here. Goes to show you can't intimidate him.
Stepping in now, Jorge Cortez, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Two out, nobody on. A full count to the Rays center fielder.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Candyman moving to his left. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Rays 5, the Jays nothing. Sonny Yap is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Tampa Bay. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's had a really solid season, and what shows me that more than anything, solid 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and if he continues to do that, he'll pitch really well in this one.
Digging in now, Ryan McCord. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I know we're getting ready for game 2, but yesterday, man, road trip got off to a great start. They pounded the baseball, pitched, played defense. This team comes in riding high into game 2.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Pitts giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup and they present a ton of challenges. Not only do they have good approaches at the plate, but they're in the top of the league at driving the baseball out of the ballpark. At the end of the day, they say solos won't kill you, but that 2-3 run bomb, when the game's on the line, that'll put you away.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Miguel Vila, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Two and one. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. Due next is the dangerous Jay Bruce. 1 out, nobody on. Three-two pitch. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first. So a runner at first with 1 out now. And stepping in the dangerous left-handed hitter Jay Bruce. He's set and the pitch. And he takes ball 1. Vila, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Now that's popped up. Pitts shading to his right. 2 down. Into the box, Raul Mendoza. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First offering on its way. Pitch out. Nothing doing. 2 out with the man at first. Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Hits, ranging back. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. 1 left for Toronto. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Striding forward now is the DH, Antonio Quevedo. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold. Hold up right there.
The 1-1. Misses up and in.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Belak fields it cleanly. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And, guys, this team took it on the chin last game, and I think a lot had to do with the fact that they're not playing great defense. Committed 2 errors in that one in some big opportune times, and it came back to bite them. Something to look forward to today.
Now batting, Jesse Pitts. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch coming. Here it is. A high fastball is in there.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Swing and a liner. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. He'll get it into second. And that is where the wheels pay off, as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound, and a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Tim Gerard is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings, as this game is just still really getting underway. Pitts will be his first assignment out of the bullpen, as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and one away. Here comes the first pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Now a pickoff play at second, and the runner back easily. From the belt, the pitch. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he's called out on a close play at third. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard to the right. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Into the box now, Boof Bobo, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course, but the runner's back easily. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike taken. The throw is not close, as he's in there with a stolen base.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
Pitts stands at second with 2 gone. High that time with the slider, taken for a ball. A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's giving the umpire an earful from that dugout.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. So a good bounce back inning here after the 5-run outburst last time around. On now to the bottom of the second. The Rays are out in front 5-0. Striding in, Jason Castro. He's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Right there for strike 1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
The 1-2. Now here's a swing by Castro as he gets a lot of this one out to deep right field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
All right, let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays on defense. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Into the box now, Jay Lofgren, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a slider to start things out, but it misses by a few inches or so. It's ball 1. Pitch is popped up. Pitts has room in foul territory, and that's the second out of the inning. Stepping in, Phil Candyman. He went deep in the contest last night. First pitch of the at-bat. Slider finds the zone for a strike. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Matt, I talked with the Rays manager during the inning break about the club's offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the third inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Jeremy Pitts. Earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. One and one the count now. One and one, here it comes. And it's fouled away. And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on two strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Into the box now, Jeff Pitts.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now here's the pitch. 1-1. Up high. 2-1 now. Sharp ground ball to third. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Dan, you have to love it when your defense picks you up right there, keeping him at first base.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like it had extra bases written all over it. Great job by the left fielder to get to that ball and get the ball back in, keeping that to a single.
In now, John Pitts. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now the 1-0. Misses, ball two. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
And there he goes towards second. That's bounced foul. It's 2-2. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball four anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home. And this misses for ball four. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone. So he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
Ready to take his hacks again, Sammy Pitts, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
That's inside. 2-0.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Now the 2-0 home. On the ground to second base. This could be two. Scooped up to second for one. But wisely, no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue. Striding in once again, Jorge Cortez, and their runners at the corners now. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in standing. Fouled away. Runners on first and third, 2 away. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 2 for him on the year, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Into the box, Antonio Quevedo, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Behind 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off. 1-2.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
Stepping in now, Jesse Pitts, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. Three runs already home here. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
The 0-2 home. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here's another 0-2. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Quevedo, the runner at first with 2 gone. Two and 2.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
The 2-2. Swing and a looper to left. McCord moving in. He can't get there as it falls in.
Man, I thought this at bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2, and he's able to find the knockout there.
Into the box now, Connor hits. A ball and no strikes.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself at bad counts.
2 down, runners at first and second. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Hit softly down the line at first. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one with just limited damage as the inning is over. One more look at the big blow for the Rays. A 3-run home run. We played 2.5. It's the Rays 8, the Jays nothing.
Welcome back as the Blue Jays look to get their bats going in the 3rd inning. And you can say they've been trying to do that pretty much all year. At the start of the day, they ranked towards the bottom of the league in both on-base percentage and runs scored. As one player put it, it's been a frustrating year because we feel we have a lot more ability than we're putting out right now. Another hitter told me they're working every day on having more disciplined at-bats, hoping that leads to better counts to hit in. We'll wait and see if the adjustments lead to results as the season progresses, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Here comes the first pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
Swing and a miss, 1-1. Coyle stands 6'5" tall and will hit from both sides of the plate. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. The 1-2 is in off the plate. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Calling for it, Cortez. 1 out. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Casey Hamilton, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First offering on its way. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
Here's the 0-2. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there. Fastball is outside. It's full now, 3-2.
Not what you want to do on the mound, go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient even with 2 strikes.
1 out, nobody on. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Standing in, Ryan McCord. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. Runners on first with 1 down. Runners going. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
It's a little surprising to see them risking base runners by stealing down this many early in the game, but they're choosing to be aggressive. Might work out if they can drive him in now and chip away at that deficit.
From the stretch. Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Miguel Vila is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. This pitch is popped up. Pitts is there, and the side is retired. Blue Jays held in check. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Digging in, Bobo. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And that misses 1-1. This one softly hit and fouled off to the left, and that moves the count to 1-2 now. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. The Blue Jays are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Man, did this one get ugly early. As a starting pitcher, you're looking to get some length, and certainly 5 or 6 innings. He couldn't even get out of the second inning in this one. This is one he'd certainly like to forget.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. 8 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Now a slider misses, and that pushes the count to 3-1.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. Now the 3-2 pitch. Count still full, 3-2. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Stepping into the box, Jeff Pitts. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Slapped hard the opposite way, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
Number 31.
Now at the plate, John Pitts. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Yeah, he's not quite as powerful on the left side. He's certainly not Chipper Jones, who had pop from both sides of the plate. Much more pop hitting right-handed.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first, and he'll dive back in safely. He's set. Here it comes. Runner goes for second. Strike called. Now the throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Pitts at second with 2 down. Fastball called for strike 2. Hit hard to the right. Foul. The next 0-2 is taken for ball 1.
1 ball.
8 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Rays strand just the 1 as it remains an 8-0 ball game. Next to bat for Toronto, Jay Bruce. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Here comes the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Line shot to first, and there's one away. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Raul Mendoza. Here's the first pitch to him. In there for strike one, 0-1.
He's been doing a nice job out there in the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's the first hit in this one for the Blue Jays.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in, and he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Cortez is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jay Lofgren. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Count now, a ball and a strike. A runner on first with 2 away.
He's going.
Runner goes. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
This catcher has an elite arm. But when you get that great of a jump at first base, it makes it a lot easier to steal second.
The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. 1 left for Toronto. Still 8-0. So striding in, Sammy Pitts. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Popped up. Candyman is right there. 1 down. Now at the plate, Jorge Cortez. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope.
Breaking ball called just a bit low. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Count is 1-2 now.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. McCord is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in and looking for more, Antonio Quevedo. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire.
Well, this has been a lot of pitches for him out of the bullpen. As you can see there, they're asking a lot of him in this one. So I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a day off or 2 after this one.
Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And this one bounds around against the wall. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
Standing in now, Jesse Pitts, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Pitts is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business. And maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Three and 0 now.
No right.
Quevedo stands at second with 2 gone. And with 2 away and an open base, he wasn't going to see anything there, as that's a 4-pitch walk.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Coming to the plate now, Connor Pitts. And this is just the eye test talking here, but this reliever looks fatigued to me. Doesn't seem like his stuff is really effective right now.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that, Matty. He's allowed a couple of runners to reach here in the inning, and the command just doesn't seem to be there anymore. I got to think they're going to turn to a bullpen option very soon, if not right away.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. In the air now, out to right field. Bruce has a read on it, and that ends the inning. Rays strand a pair as the lead holds at 8-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Settling in now, Phil Candyman. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
Stepping in for the Jays, Dan Coyle, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Here comes the first pitch. In there for strike one. Outside for a ball, 1-1. A runner at first with no outs here. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Curveball misses here, so a good hitter's count now to 3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
And it's a full count, 3-2 to the Blue Jays DH. Nobody out, runner on first. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
In now, Casey Hamilton, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
2 balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1 pitch is taken, ball 3. Three and 2 now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses for ball 1. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Here now the 2-2. This is line to left. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Maybe a rug burner 2 after that one as we get another look at it here. We've got more on this Sunday night after this. Pedro Harmon gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. At the plate, Boof Bobo, 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. From the stretch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
And this is going to be extra bases here, leading off the 6th. And the Rays strike quickly here in the inning. It's a leadoff double. Well, it's always daunting to know that you've got to deal with the 3, 4, 5 hitters to start out an inning, but even more so when the 3 hitter starts it out with a double.
Yeah, he's going to have to start making some good pitches to get out of this thing. Job number 1 is to get the next guy, and ideally you keep him from advancing the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Stepping in now, Jeremy Pitts, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. Bobo leads off second with nobody out. 2 balls and no strikes to the Rays left fielder.
Clearly staying away from him in this at bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
2-0 count. The pitch. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Into the box now, Jeff Pitts. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 3-run shot to left center, number 14 on the season, as the blowout continues.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
Into the box, John Pitts. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
2-0 pitch on the way. A bouncer to the left side. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Digging in, Sammy Pitts. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Well, too much tilt on that breaking ball as it misses low. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Bruce. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Striding into the box, Jorge Cortez. First offering on its way. And that misses, ball 1.
Count 1-0.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. Bruce has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Rays 11, the Jays nothing. At the plate, Miguel Vila, he'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First pitch of the at-bat. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
Here's Jay Bruce now, as the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
Now the 1-1 pitch is strike 2 swinging. Vila aboard here at first with nobody out. And Bruce can't connect there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the inning.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer at that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
In now, Raul Mendoza as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Backhanded. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They trail in this one 11-0. Back here at Rogers Center in Toronto. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Arodys Vizcaíno comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Stepping up now, Antonio Quevedo. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Fastball just missed above the zone.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
And he popped him up. Vila is calling for it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jesse Pitts. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Hit in the air to right field. Bruce is under this one. And there's the second out of the inning. Now in the box, Connor Pitts. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Stepping in now, Boof Bobo, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Pitts leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. A bouncer up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season, and it's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Drilled down the line, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. And that's through into left, a base hit. He'll come home with it. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
Stepping into the box, Jeff Pitts. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. He's set, and the pitch. And that's in there for a strike. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And it's 1-1.
Well, that 2-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Mendoza ranging back, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. We're back to Toronto after this. Standing in, Jason Castro. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Two balls and no strikes.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
3-0 now.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
This is where if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
The 3-1 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Ready for another shot now, Jay Lofgren. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
A runner at first with no outs here. Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Boy, and that's a great play there in short. He's forced to go to the backhand and then pivot on that right leg to throw against the momentum of his body. These guys make it look easy. That's one you could definitely launch into right field if you're not under control.
Standing in now, Phil Candyman. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And there's ball 2 now.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
A ball hit softly on a line to third. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Down in order go the Blue Jays. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. Now at the plate, John Pitts. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. The 1-2 pitch. 1-2 pitch is a curveball that misses 2-2.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
The 2-2 drilled on the ground is short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Sammy Pitts. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope.
Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. And the pitch on 2-1. Swinging a hard liner to center field. And he's going to make the play over toward his right, and there are 2 away now. Digging in once again, Jorge Cortez. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Slow little grounder left side. Candyman scoops it up, and the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Down in order go the Rays, but they lead it by a count of 12-0. Now at the plate, Dan Coyle. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
First pitch on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Here's strike 2 on a fastball right down the middle.
0-2.
Count remains at 0-2. Now another 0-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
So digging in now, Casey Hamilton. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball well outside. Yeah, might try to make a play on it, and we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And he misses with that one down and in. It's a full count now, 3-2. Ryan McCord is on deck. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Ryan McCord. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there, and it's 0-1. Action in the Rays' pen now as they've got a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. From the stretch. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Hamilton, base runner at first with 1 out. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Into the box, Miguel Vila, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And that's in there for his strike. 1-1. 2 out with the man at first. One 1-2 pitch is a bit high, and he's back to even at 2-2. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. Blue Jays held in check. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Antonio Quevedo. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Now here it comes. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0 is a fastball taken high for a ball.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
And that's in there. 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Now this is a leadoff at bat. Great patience, and he's just waiting for that pitch. That's too good to pass up.
Three and 2 now. The 3-2 pitch. Line to the right side. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
In now, Jesse Pitts, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Now the 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. Bruce is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down. Ready now, Connor Pitts. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball in there for a called strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
The 1-1 is taken for strike two. On the season, Pitts is slugging over 600. That's an elite level if you're not already aware, so he's got to be dealt with very carefully by opposing arms. The 1-2 misses off the plate.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Here now the 2-2. Now a flare out toward right center. Bruce coming on, but he won't get there. It falls in. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he's trying to run that ball up and in to try to tie him up, but it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, in today's game, everybody's fighting so hard to keep their hands inside the baseball that I think a non-executed pitch on the inner half, Dan, is exactly what the batter's looking for. Something he can keep his hands inside and just fist to the opposite field.
2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. A pause and the 0-2. And this one gets away. And that is going to cost him a run as he'll scamper home on the wild pitch.
Man, this guy's going to get a nickname with the world wild in it if he keeps this up. That's his second wild pitch of the game, and this one costs him a run. Not sure if he got a cleat stuck out there or what, but this one wasn't anywhere near the zone.
The 1-2 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Pitts leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Jake McGee enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Jeremy Pitts will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. First delivery to him on the way. Lays off 1-0. Runners are at first and second with one away. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball that misses.
2-1.
Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the box now, Jeff Pitts. Ball 1. So far this year against Southpaws, Pitts carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. The 1-0 home is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball. 2 down, runners at first and second. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Now the 2-1. This is line to left. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. Couple of hits lead to a run here for Tampa Bay. Part of the order, 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. The Rays are in front, 13-0. Stepping in, Jay Bruce. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Here comes the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
And it's fouled away. The next 0-2. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
Now the Rays manager is going to take that slow walk out toward the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll leave after 8 strong innings as he couldn't quite make it a complete game, but he's in line for the victory nonetheless. Julio Barreto takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Raul Mendoza will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. He's set. Here it comes. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. 0-2. Here it comes. Fastball got him looking, as that had two-seam action on it. One gone. In now, Jason Castro. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and one strike. Here's the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. Pitts is in pursuit, and they can't run it down. Bruce leads off first with one away. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. Barreto, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pitts sprinting after it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Now to the plate, Jay Lofgren. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. From the stretch. Hold strike at the letters, 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Final strike for the Blue Jays. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
One strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Line to the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Standing in now, Phil Candyman, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Ripped down the first base line, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Scooped up on the backhand. And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over. 13-0, the convincing final score. Tampa Bay rack up a division-leading 40th victory of the season. Sonny Yap earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Danny Duffy was unable to work out of the 2nd inning as he saddled with the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the day, 3 hours and 55 minutes.